Well, no, it wasn't streaming on YouTube itself.
Well, you were still streaming to their servers, I assume. So, just saying.
Yeah, well, we are live now on YouTube. So, anyway, welcome to
Suck
this.
it, technical difficulties.
Yes, suck it, technical difficulties. Sorry about that, folks. We were having technical difficulties with the chamber. Luckily, we had tech support in here with us, and he got right on it and got that fixed. Sorry for any delay that you may have incurred. Well, I guess we were the ones incurring the delay, but they had to put up with it.
I wonder if I should do the bad Indian accent.
Oh, God, no. That's all I need. Somebody out there.
Complaining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
If they haven't been triggered by this show, particularly Christmas Eve.
I mean, if they haven't been triggered by one of your shows yet, you know
Yeah.
what's stopping them?
If they weren't triggered by Moo on Christmas Eve, you know.
I'm triggered by Moo. Period.
I don't know if he's at work, but he has a link. I did send him one. So I don't know if that was a good idea or not.
Oh, leave poor Moo alone.
I also, but I was going to say, but I also, now that I think about it, I also sent A&A and Seven Wonders links too. So, and Dumbass is in the goddamn tree. You know, you're not an ornament, cat.
That cat just needs a hug. You just need to give that kitty a hug.
Well, he'll get a hug right around his neck. Oh man!
You see, folks. This is what a caddis looks like. His name is Rich White on This Week Unloaded, and he is caddis.
No, I got a cat, so it can't be caddis. You know, I'm not roll call turning down a cute little orange tabby named Tomato. Come on. Yes, no cats were harmed during the filming of this episode. He came close to being harmed. He came real close to being harmed on the Christmas Eve episode. His dumbass almost knocked down the Christmas tree. And at that point, my wife would have been the one doing the harming of the cat. Not me. See, what you guys don't realize is it's not me he has to worry about. It's my wife he has to worry about because she actually will shoot his ass. And probably with the 357 too, since that's the handgun she likes shooting the most. And that would be a 357 Magnum, not Sig.
Okay, it got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't know. I was waiting to see, am I having technical difficulties or is everybody just being quiet?
Everybody's just tired tonight.
Kingpin, wake up. Jason, wake up.
Oh, I'm awake. I'm ready to go.
I was just waving.
And we got Consolidated 1776 out there randomly talking about Beretta competition triggers. I don't know if he's trying to get us to talk about Berettas or what he's doing, but
well, that's remember if you don't recognize the avatar, let's play.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he can get the conversation going.
I mean, I'm just gonna chalk it up as he's just a Beretta fan. Okay, I'll chalk that up as that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, even I own a Beretta.
I don't.
It may not be the one I really wanted, but it's the one I got, so it's the one I'll use.
The only Beretta I want is the one that costs $1,300 and actually has the safety in the right place.
I've got you all
She
beat.
talking
Mine's got
about
the safety in the
the,
right place.
I've got you all beat because I own a Beretta APX and my state ran Beretta away. So beat that.
Yeah, Maryland drove them out of the state.
oh, I wanted to look that up or ask you about that. Did Beretta actually leave, or did they just leave the manufacturing? Because
Okay,
their head office could still be in Maryland.
Yeah, they're doing it in stages. They moved manufacturing, and once they get that all situated and their office complex is finished being constructed, they're going to be moving out of the state of Maryland completely.
Well, okay, we got two bad things going on, Rich. One, hide your children. Seven Wonders is out there, and two Live Moo just jumped in. Watch out.
Yep, he did. How you tonight, Moo?
Hey, Moo.
You're muted, buddy. You might want to turn that off.
You're muted.
No, he's just building up the suspense.
No, he's still.
Now am I still muted?
Yeah, I thought you were observing the timeout that you had that probably hasn't expired from Tuesday night yet.
I heard a rumor that I was on a chat.
Yeah,
we heard it too.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah? Give me a 10-second summary.
You were a very bad boy.
OMG!
I only get
Exclamation!
I only get timed out. What? Ooh, am I really that dark?
5-minute rule.
I think somebody gave me a couple of 10 minutes. I can't.
Well,
still
no, the 5 minutes just kept building up and up and up and up because you didn't let it expire and kept saying stuff that would qualify.
Sons of bitches.
Bumpuses.
Hey, language.
Wait, whose chat is this? I can say sons of bitches.
Yeah, it's PG-13. Sons of bitches qualified.
That's right. I just can't say other stuff.
Yeah.
I would argue not to use that kind of language. We have a lady present.
What other stuff?
Oh, come on. We've all
Wait.
heard this word.
Stacy was like putting fuel on the fire, as I recall.
Oh, I was not.
Come on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Night Strike missed it because I got a little buzzed.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
I remember the last time you got buzzed. You were awesome.
Yeah, I was a little buzzed. I was actually a little bit more buzzed than I thought I was. I should have took David's advice and got a snack.
Yeah. Well, that always happens.
Empty stomach and alcohol do not mix well.
No, that it's usually followed by a night spent in the restroom.
No, I didn't get that far. By the time I went to bed, I was extremely dizzy, lightheaded, and had to concentrate on not, thinking about getting up and doing that. But
let's be honest. You weren't as bad as Rob D was on Black Cat's last live stream.
no.
Telling me and Moo all about his encounters with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
The first thing Snob asked me on Christmas morning is, hangover? I said, no. I thought I felt actually really good. Felt really refreshed. I don't get hangovers.
Was Snob wearing a shirt when he said that?
I don't remember. I think so.
That was
Well, ring you then.
Not already. It's 9 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Not where it's real.
No, this is the real time.
No, we
Yeah,
go
we
by
can
the
make
host time zone.
We can make half-price long-distance calls right now, so.
Most of us in this chat are in the Eastern time zone, so that's when it counts.
No, it doesn't still count. And I have unlimited. I can make whatever calls I want.
So do I.
So do I.
Yeah, it's funny that the global stock market always quotes Central Time. It's funny. Never Eastern Standard Time.
As because Central's the only one that matters.
No, your state may be better than at least mine, but at least the time zone over here makes sense.
You know why they do that, right? That's because the commodities market is in freaking Chicago.
Now, I'll tell you the only state that has it right, that actually truly has it right.
Arizona.
Arizona, because time change is stupid.
I agree. I miss Arizona.
Yeah, that's the only one that's right.
See, I learned a very valuable lesson watching a friend of mine's video. He lives out in Arizona, and it was snowing like crazy. So I just need to move a little further south from there.
Yeah, people don't realize part of Arizona is actually in the mountains, and they get all kinds of snow.
Yeah, he was in the higher elevation in Arizona, but there's not a whole lot of that. I mean, you could drive out of the higher elevation and be in low elevation in half hour.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, when he was.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was just saying when he finished his video, he was doing like the outro conversation. You could see it was all desert again.
Yeah, but you talk to people and they think Arizona's all desert. It's not. There's actually Rocky Mountains in northern Arizona.
You know, there's like 4 different climate zones in Arizona. It's just that they're not that big. I mean, they're like not even like huge areas of the state. I'd still say that like 75% of the place is hot desert, but because of the elevation changes there in their mountains, that you get the different atmospheres. There's just like I said, there's just not tons of it.
I lived in Arizona for 3-4 months.
Yeah.
When I was 18.
I lived there a good
My
number of
dad,
years.
my stepmom, my brothers live there.
I was born there. So
No. Okay, we got a question out there.
the answer's
Mr.
no.
Mr. Consolidated 1776, aka Clay, wants to know: would you carry a gun with a competition trigger? We'll start
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I guess we'll start with Jason. He says yes. King
Well,
James,
if I compete with a stock trigger, would that be a competition trigger?
No, I think he's talking about the custom triggers that you got to order and put in yourself.
I gotcha.
I say
you got
yes.
really hot. Now, let me take that back, because there are competition handguns that you can buy off the shelf that have competition triggers in, and that have competition triggers in them. So, I guess if you buy an off the rack competition trigger, off the rack competition gun that would have a competition trigger, so that would qualify. But buying your standard like Glock 43 and saying that's a competition trigger because you shot a competition with it, that wouldn't qualify.
I mean, we all know where he's going with that. You're enhancing your gun so it will kill people faster.
Yeah.
I think he's.
So what's the difference?
I think he's referred to the
nothing.
What's the difference? A crisper, lighter trigger pull usually.
Yeah, I take it that he was talking about the enhanced fire control group for the Beretta PX4 Storms.
Yeah, something along those lines.
And yeah, it is listed as their competition trigger, but it's not like a 1911 competition trigger or nothing. So it would be fine I would carry it, think nothing of it. It's just better than the factory one. You just have to say the factory trigger is a little too heavy. So it's not like it's total, it's not a CZ Shadow 2 or something.
Yeah, usually a competition trigger gives you a crisper, lighter trigger pull. Like if you put the high-end Apex trigger in a Glock 19, you're going to have a much different trigger pull than what you would have had with the stock trigger. A lot of people consider them to be competition triggers. Some people just think that's just a better trigger. So, your mileage may vary on that, whether you think it's a competition trigger or not, but that's the type of trigger what he's talking about out there. And yeah, I have no problem. If you want to change your trigger out, as long as you practice with it, you know what. And now I don't know if I would go around with a 1 pound trigger on a handgun. That's just stupid, right? Because you sneeze and you're going to be pulling the trigger.
Well, he may have been alluding to legal ramifications. If you put a different trigger in and lighten everything up, and you shoot somebody, and goes to court.
Yeah, that wholly depends on what state you live in. If you live somewhere like Maryland, you might have that. It might not be the best choice in the world because the prosecutor is going to be out to get you. Whereas if you live like where I live, here in West Virginia, that wouldn't be so much of an issue. It all depends on where you live.
Yeah, I don't think I'd use a competition trigger in my carry gun, personally. There's a lot of things you can chance. I'm not taking that one. I'm gonna keep my trigger stock in my carry gun, and competition is for competition. Okay, carry is carry. It's different. So, keep stock and carry. Put a competition trigger in a competition gun and use it for competition only. Period. You'll save your time. You'll save yourself less time and less worry.
Yeah. People change their triggers all the time. And again, if you get a handgun that they claim that, like, you get an STI, for example, and Jason might be the only one here who can afford to have an STI, but then he'll buy it off of somebody who only paid $200 for it. So, but you get something like that where they'll have stock. They have what would some people would consider to be a competition trigger. So you got to take that into consideration too. And there are people that carry STI handguns.
Well, but remember, I'm only speaking personally. So, you do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, do it whatever you want to do, especially if it's legal, like what Vanessa just said. Carry anything legal that you want. If it's legal, it's legal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can see Night Strike's point. I can see your point. Again, just make sure you know where you live, and if you have to use it, what kind of prosecutor you're going to be dealing with, before you decide whether you want to swap out your trigger or not.
Yeah, either way, you're going to be dealing with the prosecutor.
Yeah. And
either way, you should have carry insurance regardless.
Yeah, and you might have one of those prosecutors. It's like, hey, it's cool, no problem. Or you might have one of those prosecutors that's gonna come at you just like the one who tried giving the guy extra time for using 10mm because it was too deadly. So just take that in consideration. Make sure you know what you're dealing with before you.
It's commercially available. How is it too deadly?
You'd have to ask that prosecutor that question. I don't know what the hell is going through that guy's head, but it actually happened. There was a prosecutor, I forget what state it was. Guy used 10 millimeter to defend himself, and the prosecutor tried prosecuting him, saying that he was using a bullet that was too deadly.
And what was the verdict?
I believe the guy was not convicted.
Yeah, they threw out the whole 10 millimeters deadly thing. I don't think there. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think there's ever been a single solitary case where an aftermarket upgrade on a firearm has got you more time. Now, I'm sure that there's plenty of cases where they try, but a good defense lawyer will beat that, and then a better judge and a better panel jury will dismiss it before it even gets to the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
you can't charge somebody for an aftermarket upgrade that's legal. If you do an illegal upgrade, yeah, you're going to get nailed for that. But just like you already said, Night Strike, that the commercially available 10 millimeter round isn't more extra deadly and sinful because you shot somebody with it. No different than the scope that you put on or the night sights or anything else.
Here's another point on that whole the 10 millimeter is deadly thing. Is there a caliber that's not deadly? Because
Yeah,
I'm not aware of it.
No,
bullets are designed to be deadly. That's what they're made for.
it wasn't that it was deadly. It was too deadly. See, 9 millimeters, a millimeter smaller. So it's not
A 9 millimeter.
Seriously, that was what it was. The prosecutor said it was too deadly. That because they were using 10 millimeter, they were out to kill somebody.
Did he provide a scale of what calibers weren't deadly and what calibers were too deadly and what calibers were just deadly?
Yeah.
It sounds like
unless you present a scale like that, you can't use that as an argument because it just makes you sound like a dumbass.
It doesn't stop them from doing it.
That's true. That's true.
Job is to charge you with as many charges as they can possibly charge you with before you go to court. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah, they throw stuff against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, he was only mostly dead.
They hope that you'll plead
Exactly.
down because you'll have 650 years facing you for stealing a pack of gum. So they want you to plead down to, 6 months probation or something stupid.
Well, geez, Vanessa Kitty out there is going all Charles Bronson and Death Wish on us. What if she carries a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum with a 10-inch barrel? Would I be more frightening when I pull it out? Goddamn right you would. People be shitting their
That'd
pants.
enough
Well,
to make me
Moon,
run away.
Moo, you know what they say when they're all dead.
You know, as tall as she is with her robotic arms and shit, they think that they'd be getting attacked by a Terminator. Come on, Vanessa.
What do they say, Night Strike?
You know what they say when they're all dead. All you can do is search for their pockets and for change.
Oh, for cash.
Yep. Come on, man, Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
What happens when he's all dead? Well, then all you can do is just sift through his pockets for change.
I have a confession. I'm not left-handed.
Neither am I.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable.
No. Inconceivable. You gotta do it right.
With the speech impediment.
Mm-hmm. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, but better to die. Good Lord, this is turning into Princess Bride quotes. You can see how many of us have watched this movie a few times. I am the Dwayne Pie with Wobbits. Andre the Giant Andre the Giant was just running.
I like it where he says, "I'm on the Brute Squad." They're
The
like,
Brute
"You are the
Squad,
Brute
yeah.
Squad."
Yeah, he's like, I'm on the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. And Billy Crystal looks down and says, "You are the Brute Squad."
You don't get into a game of life or death with a Sicilian.
Yeah, he played pretty poor Sicilian, I'll tell you that.
He was a six-fingered man.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how does this make you feel?
Be honest now. This is for prosperity.
That's awful. It's still funny.
It's okay to scream.
So, Rich, what other topics have you got tonight?
Topics? We got no stinking topics.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or badges or badgers.
Badges?
We don't need no stinking badges.
Oh, he's just dirty. Come watch. It'll wipe right off. Pull the hood off. Where are the white women at?
Where's all the white women at?
Now we done waiting to switch movies.
That's right.
Okay.
Mongo just pawed in Game of Life. Oh, Mongo straight. Knock Sheriff Barton the next county.
Mongo loves Sheriff Bart. He first man to ever whip Mongo.
I recorded Young Frankenstein tonight.
Be normal.
Nice, that's an excellent movie.
Where are you going with that Bart gun to get Mongo? Oh, you don't want to shoot him. You'll just make him angry. So what do we have that we want to talk about?
I can be a dick and talk about my new Silverado 4-door pickup.
I haven't seen.
I think I brought that up on a chat the other night. Somebody was telling me some stuff.
I need to get a new truck this year myself.
I just realized I haven't had a pickup truck in 14 years.
I ain't got a truck, but then I ain't allowed to drive either. So.
Well, the state's got their rules.
What year truck did you get, man?
What's that?
What year truck did you buy?
I got a 2019 Silverado 4-door.
Do you remember how much a truck like that would have cost 14 years ago?
Yeah, about 1/3 of what it costs now.
It's amazing. Trucks are so expensive now.
Yep.
What color did you get?
It's called I think it's graphite. Hang on a second. It's weird because it changes color in the sunlight. It looks gray sometimes. It looks a little green sometimes. Graphite metallic is what it's called. I got the window sticker right here on my desk. But
Nice.
and of course, at night it looks black. So when the cops are chasing me, they can't really tell.
Moo, are you sure you're not just colorblind?
I'm a lot of things, but
What
colorblind ain't
engines
one.
it got in it?
It's got the 5.3. It snorts pretty good though. My last truck
those are
had a
good
5.7. Yeah, but it's got all that electronic shit in it where it's got that, it shuts down the cylinders, at highway speeds to conserve fuel. But I'm going to buy
Direct
that.
injection.
I'm going to. Does it have direct injection? I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Because that carbons up the valves. Although they have fixed that. They do fuel injection and direct injection. So it lubes the valves. I'll have to research that. But in any case, now I have to buy a boat so I can take roll call salmon fishing over here. You guys want to come up with me when I take roll call out fishing?
Where do you guys going fishing at? Where do you live at?
Oh, I'm out of Grand Haven, Michigan. He's just a little ways south of me.
Yeah, fishing on one of the lakes, or is that like river fishing? What do you do?
Oh, yeah, Lake Michigan, trolling for king salmon.
That's pretty cool.
I do a little bit of river fishing, but not as much as I used to. If I do fly fishing or, I go out west.
You ever catch any of those river monsters?
I got to tell you, the biggest river monster I've ever caught was a 52-pound king salmon in the Alagnak River in Alaska.
Now, come on, let's not talk about your wife like that.
No, she's a heifer.
Wow.
So do you salmon fish in the spring or in the winter?
On the big lake, you can. It's really good out here in Lake Michigan in May, but it's usually pretty rough. But the best time is right around Labor Day, because the big 4-year-old kings are stacking up outside the river mouths to go up the rivers and spawn, and so your chances to catching a 20 to 35 pounder increases. So you don't have to go very far out. So yeah.
Yeah, if you're going fishing with roll call, the only thing you gotta do is make sure you hide the PBR.
I'll get him a couple cases, and I got to get a big sand bucket for his cigarette butts.
Yeah, put the PBR in a cooler and throw it in the river.
Yep. What? Get one of those. What is it? Those big bobber coolers. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Vanessa, I was in the
Put
river.
that in.
The river was like 50 yards across, and it got wound up around a stump, and we unhooked it. I still got it. Yeah, I was in Alaska.
And a stump. All right.
Oh yeah, I won Big Fish of the Week. I won $500, and I flew
We'll
in.
call you Stumpy from now on.
I flew in a few cases of beer and a couple half gallons of Jack for $500.
2 live Stumpy. There we go.
2 live stump.
2 live Stump.
There you go. Or night stump.
No. You can't be night Stump.
Stump strike. There we go.
No.
Stump strike, because he struck around the stump.
Stump live moo.
That doesn't flow.
The night stump.
The night stumper.
I know what it is. It's the stump tube. Chamber edition.
The one that stumps at night.
Oh, it's awful.
See
That
what
is
what
awful.
happens? See what happens?
It's all your fault. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
Just had to fall back on one of them where shit hits the fan story times, you know. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
What guy that comments says, "What do you call a cow with no legs?" Pot roast.
No, it's ground beef.
Yeah, that too.
What do you call a hooker with no legs?
What
Do I
was that
step-
one?
I don't think we can say on camera.
Do you know what it is?
I didn't hear what the question was.
What do you call a hooker with no legs? Anyone? Consuelo.
Uh-huh.
That's terrible.
Thanks.
Jason, don't encourage him.
Anthony Pats just said half price. Oh, good lord.
See, the guy that comments spelled it right, so we don't get a strike at night.
Well, we are not listed as being for children, so
Oh, well, shit. Hang on, let me go get a beer.
you haven't started yet?
Technically, you already have a strike. You have a night strike here.
Beers for breakfast.
What is a Robert called with no limbs on the beach? A Sandy
Bob. Just Bob.
Sandy Bob? Bob Sandy? Kingpin, you're not offended.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs hanging on the wall?
Da Vinci?
Art.
Oh. He's a Da Vinci.
No, it's not art unless you have a piece of duct tape over it.
Okay.
Remember, just like that banana.
Okay, what's white? What's white and red and hangs from a telephone wire? A baby hit by a snowblower. Nobody? Pussies.
I was laughing. It was just on mute.
Likely story.
Nice cover, Jason.
Ooh, D-Temp.
Oh, I was.
What do you call a leopard in a
What do you
bathtub?
call a leopard in a bathtub? Ooh, that's a new one. I don't know that one.
All washed up.
Leopard in a bathtub.
Oh God.
I mean,
Oh boy. Now he didn't say the leper had veggies with him. Come on.
I like that one. I think of that movie Papillon. Remember he when he escaped from prison, he went to that leper colony and he shared that guy's cigar. You guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, Stephen McQueen.
Fucking A, it's Steve McQueen. Pacifist.
Yeah, we were reading the same thing.
I appreciate the time that you took to type that out.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Now, how exactly did he flag the girl down if he has no arms or legs? Was he doing Holman flag in his teeth?
With his Peter.
He doesn't know. He wasn't looking.
Who the hell's Kellen Keller? Their kingpin.
No, it's Helen Keller. Oh, I know. She answered the iron.
Ding, ding, ding.
How
How did she burn her left ear?
Call waiting.
They called back.
Yeah.
And my computer was freezing up over on YouTube. That's why I couldn't get it typed out right.
You know, what's really amazing is Helen Keller heard the iron ring in the first place.
Well, that's the joke.
No, the joke is she couldn't see which one she was answering. She couldn't hear it either.
Hey, Moo.
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who there?
Interrupting cow.
Moo.
Apparently you've heard that one.
Night strike.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
Go fuck yourself.
No.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite one.
There's your one F word for the night because you're allowed one F word in a PG-13 movie.
He's already said like 4.
Well, there's the one that I thought.
We're going for a soft R tonight.
No. We had just about it. The only thing we didn't have in the Christmas show was nudity. We pretty much hit a hard R on that one.
Ooh. How about this one? What's Forrest Gump's email password?
Password.
One Forrest one.
Oh.
That was actually pretty good. Okay, I'm at 9 minutes.
9 minutes for what?
For my F word.
The answer to
because every 10 minutes. Oh.
They left their head.
Why the shuttle crew not take shower? Because they showered all over North America?
They left their head and shoulders all over the beach.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah,
Hickory dickory dock.
Two guys walk into a bar. The third guy ducks.
Yeah.
The guy that comments, cows with guns? No, I have not listened to that. Is that maybe it's me? I don't know for sure. Does anybody know what that is? Cows with guns? You might have to Google that. Or you can just tell me, so I'm kind of lazy.
Never heard of it.
Say what?
Sorry, never heard of it.
Me neither. Maybe he just made it up. He's just messing with me. See how I said
There's a
messing?
link to it.
No, yeah, but
Where?
nice to just post a link to something on the internal chat.
Where's the internal chat? Am I missing out?
The little bubble at the bottom left-hand corner. It looks like a
Bubble bottom.
comic book text bubble.
Open close chat.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
I feel like a VIP now. The hell?
The VIP used to be a nightclub chain in Pittsburgh. It was owned by Chef Crockett of Mr. Rogers fame.
Nah, the VIP room is the gun channels chat.
I thought that was the champagne room in the back.
No, it was literally a nightclub chain in Pittsburgh called the VIP, and it was owned by Chef Don Brockett from Mr. Rogers. And apparently, some really freaky shit went on in the back rooms of that place.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to click on that. Well, you've all heard of Grand Thumb, and now G-Webs is the 11th thumb. Nobody?
No.
Jesus Christ. This room is tough. Free drinks for everybody. I'm buying.
Yeah, right.
I'll be in Pittsburgh in May. Whoever's coming, let's go.
For what?
That's biased. I'm offended by that because I don't drink, so that's biased against me.
Well,
You'll
I'll
be
bring
here-
you. I'll bring Kingpin a pound of hash.
Who hash?
I'll bring you a pound of hash or half ounce of medical something
What are you going to Pittsburgh for?
for my birthday.
Pick up some hash.
That's a pretty shitty birthday gift. I know. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh.
I'm heading about 3 hours northeast of Pittsburgh to my buddy's cabin. He's up there between two lakes. What's the name? It's got a wacky name up there.
Which one? Pymatuning and Conneaut?
Oh, you cut
Is
out.
it Lake
What's that?
Winnipesaukee?
Or are you what? You said north of Pittsburgh?
North and east.
North and east.
It's up by in between two lakes. It's a goofy. I'll tell you in a second.
It's Lake Winnipesaukee.
Lake Minnetonka from Purple Rain. Let's see. I'm scrolling.
I am drawing a complete and total blank on any lake on the lakes of the northeast.
Hang on, I'll tell you. It is.
I guarantee you I've been there. I just can't remember it.
Oh, near right in between Treasure Lake and Bimini Lake.
Yeah, they small.
Yeah, he's got little pontoon, and he's got a little 14-foot aluminum. It is, forget the name of the, got a weird name of the city.
Is it DuBois?
It's Du Bois. Yep.
Told you I've been there.
Yep. So I'm going through Cleveland, hanging out with my buddy there for a couple days, and then heading over to Pittsburgh, picking up my buddy Len and going up to his cabin. And we're gonna sit there. He's got elk and deer and turkeys and shit that walk right behind his house, and we'll go do some pan fishing.
Yep.
And just hang out for a week.
Used to go up in that neck of the woods and go deer and elk hunting myself.
There you go. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of that. We're just gonna, watch stuff. And we got Sarge in the chat.
Yep, he's out there.
Gizzard.
Yeah.
Ricky Lake is one of the bigger lakes.
Yeah,
You can always go on Ricky Lake.
I heard Ellen DeGeneres drowned in Ricky Lake.
Oh, it smells kind of funny though. I've heard.
Oh, a huge alewife kill. Beach smells like fish. Is it too early to talk about lesbians?
Yes.
It's not your chat.
No, it's not. It's not. But Rich is trying to keep it PG-13.
Night Strike is like the father figure of unloaded media.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because we've told Muslim jokes about Muslims on this show before. Would they be more of a protected class than Muslims?
I'd have to say no, because the Muslims can talk all kinds of trash about gay people, and you can't say anything about that. But if gay people came out and were like Muslims are sketchy, they get the hammer thrown down on them.
Now they just throw them off a roof or roof.
So, the really
That's
good
exactly
jokes I can't say on air because they're bad.
Oh. I mean, would it be as bad as Tuesday night show? Honestly, I don't remember what half of the shit we talked about was on Tuesday night, and I wasn't drunk. I just don't remember.
Well, that's a problem. I don't remember for a good reason. I keep hitting mute because I'm holding back a little bit because I respect you people. Well, just Mystic. Everybody else, fuck off. Whatever. Oh, sorry. I mean, whatever.
It's a little late now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said I respect you people, and I was gonna say there's a first.
I was just being cordial.
You were being a chocolate covered cherry?
Ooh, my grandma used to give me those every year for Christmas. So yeah.
FYI, that ain't chocolate, my friend.
Cordial just means nicely lying.
Okay. Vanessa says she has now played 4,494 games of Free Cell. While we've been doing this chat?
That's nothing. You should see my dad's record. It's like thousands. But
the
he's
real
eight.
question is,
Well, technically, 4,400 would be thousands there.
Vanessa,
Oh.
how many
I thought it
games
said
have you
400.
played of solitaire? Then we'll be.
Oh, solitaire's baby shit compared to free cell.
No, Free Cell is a
Free Cell.
solitaire.
Yeah, but free. It's a
Well,
complete.
it's a rendition. Yeah.
Solitaire is better.
Most people, when
No.
they think solitaire, are actually talking about Klondike.
44.94. I thought you said 494. My bad. My bad.
4,494.
Respect. Cream de what?
Cream de menthe. What's that got to do with anything?
That's random. How about tuberculosis, potato chips, chiropractor? That's some
I don't know
random.
what- I mean,
All the things you need.
and I was going to say something, but no, because
Go ahead.
Our access to turned on.
Dehymenator.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it's set. It would get 7 turned on because he's not out there anymore. But there is something you can do with creme de menthe in a bedroom. But we're going to leave it at that.
Does it involve a funnel?
No. Don't. Let's not get started on funnels with Vanessa Kitty up there. You never know where she's going to go with that kind of thing. If you've seen the Japanese food episode of this show, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a pleasant thing to think about.
Man, that sounded like Gizzard Gary right there.
What about a funnel, 2 chairs, and a garden hose?
No.
Now, Stacy, think about what you just typed. And where you typed it.
And I can see it, and I'm really holding back.
Gary, I will time you out. Don't even go there. No, we do not, Vanessa. That is what I just said. We do not want to go down that freaking goddamn rabbit hole again.
Wait, you call it a rabbit hole?
You gotta say the Bumpus Hounds.
The hounds
No,
are
it's
coming.
not a rabbit hole now. By now, it's probably a foxhole.
Even better.
I should time out Gary just on the goddamn principle of the thing. You see what he typed out there, right, Night Strike? I think you're the only person here actually on the panel that was there that night.
Wow. I don't know. I gotta say, that's one kicking chicken.
No, we're not talking about traffic cones. We are not talking about funnels.
Waffle cones. Waffle. Oh, wait. Is it blue waffle cone?
No, we're not going there either. There will be limits set, and those are 2 right there. We ain't going down either of those pathways. Nope, not a 0 zilch. No, don't.
What traffic cones?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. It's rather disgusting, and we're not going there. No. I mean, we were talking about your ass up.
Blue waffle cone.
I done warned y'all.
Oh, travesty.
I done warned people. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Doesn't look good on my highway.
Yeah, I mean, It is thoroughly.
I don't care who you are. You can't drive this thing on my highway.
One night
Wait.
of that was enough. I ain't having it no more. I mean, we was talking some pretty nasty shit, and Vanessa was out in the chat and decided that she had to one up us, and she succeeded.
Really?
Oh boy, ever.
Damn. I wish I remember that. Is the chat still live on the replay?
Yeah, it's up there.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm still scared to watch it.
It was one of those ones that's rated almost 6 hours long.
Oh, and I had to work the next day. Was that the one?
This was like a year or so ago.
Oh, that wasn't me then.
No, this was like a year and a half ago. But it's still out there. Apparently Vanessa still remembers. She says, "LOL, that was fun."
Okay, Vanessa, I'm ignorant. Can you tell me in the chat what kind of things?
Oh, we were talking about an underground Japanese restaurant on the panel. It was I'm trying to remember who was on the panel still. Obviously I was there. Gunpowder Beauty was there. Black Hat was there. Night Breakup was there, and Gary was there.
Oh my!
Out in the YouTube chat. We're talking about this underground Japanese restaurant, and we're dropping all kinds of innuendos and double entendres, and it's all going over Gunpowder's head. Finally, RL just blurts out, "You fuck your food." And Gunpowder had her camera on about this time, right? Her face got as red as a freaking tomato.
Nice.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was a fun episode. That was back when the show was on Saturday night still. So this probably would have been like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning by this point. That was before Sarge and Obnoxious started doing what they do on Saturdays. So I had from 8 o'clock until whenever I decided to kill the chat, or until YouTube or Hangouts would stop, right? Because my show started at 10. Yeah, because I'm thinking 8 because Tardot had his show before mine. So we would do Tardot's show, then we would head over and do my show, right? So
where the hell is Tardot these days?
I don't know.
He's in the basement, chained up.
Still?
Yep.
Yeah, those
Might be
were
driving right now because I know Gunpowder's on our way back to Michigan.
Wait, didn't they just move over back? What? Where?
No, she was. Her parents moved to Missouri, and she and the kids have been staying with their parents. And I think he went back to Michigan. So I don't know if he came back to pick them up or that. But she's on her way back to.
Well, I thought they were going to like Wisconsin, and she's going to be getting back into flipping houses or something.
I don't know.
What the hell is that noise?
That was a cat.
45 ACP.
Yeah, that's catist.
I'm kind of a catist. Not against Vanessa Kitty.
I'll remember to tell Black Cat Outdoors that.
Oh, he already knows. I'm allergic. If a cat comes in my house, I get sicker than a dog. Dog. Yeah, dog, cow, cat, camel, whatever. Maybe a llama or an alpaca.
No, I like llamas and alpacas, so you probably get sicker than a camel.
Camel toes are bad for you.
That's a matter of opinion. Depending on.
No, they're way too expensive.
Why did you get timed out? Stop and think about why you got timed out.
I'm going on mute now.
Not you. Travis T, yes. Why did I get timed out?
Oh, I'm back. I always think it's about me.
1,373 games of Klondike Solitaire played. I probably played. I don't know if I've ever played that many. I've never actually counted. But I've played a few hands of that. So. Of course, I played a few hands of Free Cell too, but nowhere near 4,000. That's a lot of Free Cell.
I
That's a lot of
haven't
Klondike too now.
played Free Cell in years.
I haven't either. It's been a few years since I played.
That's not that. Those are rookie numbers. Come back when we got the numbers higher.
And how many have you played?
Games of solitaire? Ooh, probably about 4,000.
You ain't been alive long enough.
I play an awful lot of solitaire.
That's a whole lot of sweat socks.
Remember, when I was younger and I stayed with the grandparents didn't have anything but cable on TV, and that was it. No computers, no nothing.
Oh, Travis P11's joined us. How are you tonight, Travis?
Oh shit! Behave yourself now.
Sorry, guys. What's going on? How we doing?
Hey, Travis.
A little late to the party. What? Oh man, come on! I'm off duty.
Have you been listening?
No. We've been watching movies and stuff this evening, so I haven't been in any chats or anything at all. So I don't.
Well, that would explain why you joined.
Mood tension.
Why? What's going on? What happened? What am I missing out on here?
Yeah, we just talking nonsense.
Oh, I gotcha.
We were reminiscing about the infamous Japanese food episode.
Which show? Your show?
Yeah, my show.
What'd you guys do? Did you eat stuff on camera or what?
No. We were talking about this one. We were talking about this one underground Japanese restaurant, and RL and I are dropping innuendos and double entendres and gunpowder beauties. It's going completely over her head. She has no idea what we're talking about.
Oh man!
If you know how freaky the Japanese are, so you probably know where this is going. Finally, RL just blurts out, "You F your food."
Oh my god!
She had her camera on at the time. Her face got beat red. She's like, "I didn't know that's what you guys were talking about."
Oh man!
And she was hook, line, and sinker all the way till that point, right?
I found another good bad joke. I found another one. Did you hear the story about the claustrophobic astronaut?
No.
He just needed some space.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go. You guys are warming up for the closer, right? Is that what this is all about? Yeah.
I am for sure.
Yeah, if he does his show, we never know with him anymore.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Any other good topics this evening? Anything else going on or not? No. It's been kind of a uneventful evening.
I think I was
shooting earlier today.
You what?
There was a church shooting earlier today in Texas.
Yeah, I saw that in White Settlement, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, that guy made a hell of a shot. That shot that guy down.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny. I was watching a news broadcast, and there was one person. The news broadcast I watched, they said that the gunman was armed with a rifle, and that he was taken out by a member of church security is like, no, he wasn't. No, if you can, I guess if you consider everybody carrying a firearm in that church as church security, then you could say it was, but it wasn't. It was just a regular attendee. It wasn't a registered member of the church's security. In fact, the church security guy was 3 seconds later after that guy fired his shot. That actual official security guard for the church rolled up and pulled his gun out. So I know I like that because it gives me more fuel for the fire to push for my own parish to allow concealed carry, but they don't. I mean, if I did, nobody knew. I'd be getting away with it, but
oh yeah, I never do that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because it's something that's handed down from the higher ups, and it's like, nah, this is ridiculous. It's what is the difference between that and carrying anywhere where there's a room full of people? I mean, bad people aren't gonna care whether it's there or at a Walmart or a parking lot or a mall. I mean, seriously. Or they think that the bad guys are going to stop at the front door. Oh, I can't do this. God ain't going to like me if I do this, I don't think they really care at that point.
Yeah,
So.
It's like that meme where there's the, guns not allowed here, and there's the two terrorists walking and goes, we gotta get out
we're going to do something here. I guess we can't now.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I get it for certain hazardous environments where you probably don't want projectiles going through the air. So like if you work around oxygen tanks, maybe. But certain places, I just think it's ridiculous. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah,
I mean, just that denial that nothing is ever going to happen is the worst part about it, because it's just proving today that it can happen anywhere.
Yeah, we were talking before we went live. The church that this happened at streams their services every week.
Yep.
So it's entirely possible this guy went in there knowing this and to intentionally get on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Or on television, that those live streams here, I don't know about you guys, but they're just on regular local access TV channels. I mean, sometimes they're on like the CBS affiliates in the morning because there's no other programs on at 7 or 8 in the morning on like a Sunday. There's some of these channels pay a lot of money to have their shows broadcast, and yeah. Did they say it was the guy a disgruntled member or a person from the community? Did they have any clue about him at all?
I don't know. I was listening.
I don't think that
Ghost talking about earlier, and they didn't say, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And nobody knows.
But yeah, just the way that they portrayed, it was church security that did it. Oh, it's like, no, it was not.
No, it was. This church had security. So they hired security.
But apparently, I guess there were 3 or 4 other people that also had their firearms drawn at the time too when this guy did it. I mean,
yeah. Well, the guy that shot and killed him, what they were saying on Ghost Channel, he was one of the security personnel. But then while it was going on, other parishioners or whatnot had drawn their weapons too. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if they're mentioning anything about the shooter himself, but yeah, scary stuff, man.
Yeah. Well, yesterday.
Was there any innocent victims?
Yeah, one was injured and one was killed on the scene, and then the second person I think maybe died in the hospital. But yeah, so 2.
Yeah, the last I heard, the one was in critical condition. The other one was killed. I think the one who was killed was actually one of the security details, if I remember right, from what they were saying during Ghost Show.
See, it looked like the guy took communion and then sat down and then got back up and said something to the guy that passed out communion. So I wonder if he shot him first, because he would have been right up there by him. I was watching some of the video footage of it, and it looked like it was the same person that was passing out the whatever they do, bread and wine, whatever they do at their church, and he was kind of standing off to the side. So it also has me rethinking my carry weapon, what I want to carry. It's like, maybe I want to think about stepping up a little bit, something with a little more takedown power. I don't know. This guy did it with one shot. I'd like to know what he shot with. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, whatever he had did the job for
just
sure.
So
shot placement, man.
So this is like a Harry met Sally situation. I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it be a Sky CPX2 chambered in 380. I will eat those words. Hey, speaking of that, we got to change the subject here, not to hijack the chat, but did you see that Sky's got a striker fired model coming out now with a 5.5 pound trigger pull?
Don't do it, Travis. Don't
and a
do
flat trigger. They're making like a smoother version of the CPX2 now.
I
Travis,
really don't pay
don't
attention
do
to
it.
this guy.
Dude, I'd consider that. It's a whole new design. It's a different gun altogether.
Don't do it.
It's got a
Remember
flat
what Stan
trigger.
said. He won't accept it.
Oh, this is different though. This isn't another CPX2 though. This is a different model. I'm willing to give him a chance. I want to think that,
Do it.
you know, hey, I'm tempted just to call him and see if I could get a tester sent to me to show off on the channel and say, hey, prove me wrong, guys. Prove me wrong that your guns aren't junk.
You got to throw it off the roof of a barn.
Oh no, it's only Racky Veteran that does that. You know what? That is honestly the gun. The gun itself is it's a very. I mean, the aluminum slide is pretty. I mean, it's not. It doesn't feel cheap. Like the plastic doesn't feel cheap, and the aluminum is really well done. It could probably handle a decent amount of abuse. It has metal rails in it too. The whole trigger group is steel, except for the trigger itself. I mean, like the parts, the components, and the rails and everything. So I mean, they're well built. They just don't hold together well after a lot of rounds, unfortunately. But
You know, speaking of budget stuff, I think I might have mentioned this before, Travis, but
yeah.
I just bought a side charging Bear Creek Arsenal 450 Bushmaster barreled upper,
Oh, okay.
and I haven't taken it to the range yet.
Yeah.
And I bought it because of your review of the BCA stuff.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. No, that's fine, man. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I got it in, and I got to tell you, I'm no expert, but everything looks decent, man. It looks great.
The fit and finish on them is fine. I mean, it looks just like a PSA that I've owned, and it looks just like, well, the DPMS that I had, they don't anodize. Well, they didn't anodize their Oracle rifles back in the day, but dude, and I got I've got three now. I've got three from them. Two of them are running. No, one of them is running a Bear Creek Arsenal lower. The other two are running the PSA lowers. But I've got the 300 Blackout pistol, which I've fired before. I'm actually going to take it to the range in a day or two here. And then I got that 762 by 39, and that thing runs fine. I ran 3 different kinds of ammo through it with those C Products Defense mags on a PSA lower, and that I had no trouble with it at all.
I got.
Well, you got the 224 Valkyrie. Yeah, you got the 224 Valkyrie that I shot. I put probably about a little less than 100 rounds through it, I think, when I got it.
Yeah, I was about to say somebody on this panel may have shot it, but it wasn't me.
Yes. I mean, they're gun. I mean, people still bitch about them getting busted for the whole migrant worker thing. And I guess the only thing I'm going to say about that is me working in the packing plant industry. I've spent my summers working to be packing plant. People show up with what appears to be a legit ID, and employers run background checks on these people. They do what they need to get these people a job, but they don't do more than that. And if you hire somebody that provides what appears to be a legit documentation, you give them a job. It was actually the Department of Labor that discovered that those people were running stolen IDs and this and that they ended up coming in with ICE and taking all those people away. But I mean, if you look at every industry, there's going to be, there's migrant workers in every industry. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just, you look at every plant, every factory, just look around, and there's always a chance that somebody's not documented. Hell, we could have Canadians working here and we wouldn't know, So that's a big criticism I get on my BCA videos is, they hire undocumented immigrants. Well, the people presented what appeared to be legit paperwork,
It depends on what part of Canada they're from, man.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Money. What are you talking about, E?
So here's a question I'd ask you guys. It would look really bad for the company if they did extra vetting on people from a particular background, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If that got out to the NAACP, they were doing extra vetting on people from a certain country, and they were wrong that there was nothing wrong with those people. They were actually just maybe second gen born people from, what do you do? I guess you just got to kind of pick your battles, is my opinion. But
no charges against Bear Creek Arsenal for any immigration.
Oh, they cooperated, and myself. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I went through a back then was before it was ICE. Would have been when I wasn't Border Patrol, but INS. I went through an INS raid when I worked at the packing plant back in the summer of '96, and I got processed like everybody else, and all these people got sent away. And I'm not gonna lie to you, most of those people were back in my department within 2 months with different names and different IDs, So what do you do? But otherwise, back to the rifles. They're They're great. I mean, I have had no problems with mine. I've had my Brown Bear AR for probably 4 years now, and the 300 Blackout, I've only put probably about 100 rounds through that one, and the 762 by 39's only got about 20 or 30 rounds through it at this point because I was at the indoor range shooting it. But no, man, they run well.
Yeah, eventually, I'll get a lower build for mine.
Now, on that 450 Bushmaster, are you just going to run just a standard carbine lower? Or are you going to pistol lower for it, or what are you going to do?
No, I'm gonna just standard Anderson. I got 2 Anderson lowers, and just gonna build a regular, rifle.
Okay. Yeah, the Anderson lower should be fine. I mean, I'm thinking you can just run a regular carbine, and it might beat up your shoulder a little bit. You might need to do like a heavier spring or heavier buffer weight made for 450 Bushmaster if it feels like it's really tearing up the gun or something. If it really feels harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to be a pretty stout round that's going to be running through it. But yeah, that's a pretty cool round, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I do some deer hunting in southern Michigan, where the straight walled stuff is. And I'm looking forward to it.
So with that, you just need a 5-round magazine capacity, and you could actually use it for deer hunting, or do they require a bolt in your state, or what?
Yeah, no, it's a 5-round max, and I already have two mags I got for it, and I've racked the rounds through them a few times, and seem to be working good.
Cool. Sweet. Are you using just on that one? I can't remember. Can you use AR mags with different followers, or do you have to get special mags for that one?
You can, but they got to be a little bit modified. The feed lips and the follower. So I just bought 2 regular 450 mags for it. Yep.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, let me know when you take it out. Let me know how it runs for you.
Yeah, I'll try to get some video up. I don't have any videos on my channel, so. And I bought 150 rounds of Hornady Black. See how that works.
Damn. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's something that kind of ticks me off. Hornady quit making the steel case 762 by 39 with the I don't know, with the SST tip or whatever, the polymer tip. They used to make 50 packs of it, 50 round packs for like $20.
Yeah,
and they ended up taking they ended up switching over to just brass now for that ammo. So now it's $1 a round. So it's like, God dang it, because it's really good stuff, and you could afford to actually shoot that a little bit more than the $1 a round stuff,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually used that and took deer with my SKS with that one.
Oh yeah. Can you even find it anywhere? Like I said, it's out of production. So I was thinking about looking at some gun shows to see if I could find some, because that's gonna be about the only place I think you're gonna find. No, nobody has it online. I haven't been able to locate any of it. Yeah,
I haven't seen any of it around here.
Yeah. Well, I just bought my box last year. My 2 boxes of it last year, but I just been testing out different, like range-friendly 762 by 39. PPU runs really well. Winchester White Box is fine if you don't mind paying almost $1 a round. They make a soft point also. What else have I shot through it? Tula makes a range-friendly ammo now too, but I haven't tried that yet. I can't find it. I have to order it online basically, but they just came out with that. So it actually has a lead bullet instead of steel. But no, it's good stuff. Do you guys have any other good topics for tonight?
Man, we were just winging it. Last time we've been talking about a bunch of nonsense all night. That's what we've been doing.
The nonsense chat.
You guys finding any good gun deals out there at all? Debating what to do for my next purchase.
Classics had some decent stuff.
Yeah.
They got the Israeli Jerichos.
Yeah, what, 315 is that? Yeah,
like 325, I think.
They got them in black and what, stainless or whatever, kind of that nickel, brushed nickel finish.
Black, stainless, or nickel.
I was kind of hoping, I don't know if there's, hopefully it's SHOT Show. I'm kind of hoping Glock announces a single stack 10 millimeter. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I make a nice carry gun.
And if you watch CDNN and
oh god, yeah,
they've been getting some really interesting deals on SIGs.
I know they've got the 229R and 357 SIG, and I'd love to buy it.
Yeah,
That would be God.
they're not just the SIGs; they're the German-made ones too.
Yep. And they're SIG certified with a warranty, and they got what 2 or 3 mags that come with them, and Jesus, and a holster. Kydex holster comes with them.
And I ain't got no money.
Oh man.
Just had to put tires on the wife's car, so I'm
Oh God, no, tell me about it, dude.
$300 and some on tires.
Yeah. Worst one was we got my wife. We got her a new car. We got her a late 2019 Hyundai Sonata, and God, the sales tax on that in Nebraska, they just kick your butt on it. You got your road tax, your tire tax, your sales tax. It was almost the car itself was only $21,000, but the registration and plates on it were almost $2,000.
You know what? That's a really nice. That's a nice car.
Dude, yeah, I'll tell you what, man. You want to talk? I mean, the mileage isn't as good as say a Camry, but it's an SEL, so it's got everything short of leather and a sunroof. We just don't want to mess with those things. But it's got heated seats, heated steering wheel, all the safety features, freaking amazing warranty. Dealer's 2 blocks away from my wife's apartment. So I mean, it's such a good car. And I drove one twice. I took one on road trips to Texas, which is kind of ironic because I got them as rental cars when my Honda was in for the airbag replacement. I wasn't allowed to drive it for about a month because they had to order the airbag for it. And they said, well, if you sign this, we'll give you a rental car, but you can't drive the Honda because of safety reasons. I'm like, that's fine. I was only allowed to drive it to the dealer the day of the repair. And they got me a Hyundai Sonata, a Sport actually. So we had unlimited miles on us. We went to Texas twice to go visit family from Nebraska. I mean, didn't say we couldn't. So
they ride really good. And and they're zippy. I mean, they rip. I mean,
for just a little 4-banger, I'm surprised with the pickup and go on that thing. It's a 2.4 with the 7-speed automatic. It doesn't have the CVT in it, and it's got kind of the catfish grill on the front, but it's got the cascading grill, which is like the little blocks. It's just a neat looking car. She loves it, man. The wife loves driving it. I've only driven it twice, but I drove it around in town here the other day, taking her to work and stuff since I'm off for school. And that thing's, God, it's so much fun to drive. It's nice. It's just compared to the Jeep, which is everything is dramatic on the Jeep, because the lean in on your turns and the torque and the noise and the wind noise and all that crap. And drive her car.
You're talking about the rubber taxes and all that. If we would have went and bought the tires at the Walmart up in LaVale, Maryland, which is not that far from here, instead of the one here in town, we would have paid $70 to $100 more because of their taxes in Maryland.
Oh Jesus! Well, why do you have that when you've got a freaking road tax and you got to pay to dispose of the tires and you pay sales tax on the tires? I mean, it's just.
Yeah, we don't have any of that tax here in West Virginia. Like, we don't have the rubber tax. We don't have the disposal tax. We don't have any of that crap.
Yeah. I would like to just sit down and just write up like a spreadsheet of what everything is that you actually pay taxes on. I mean, I understand some of them are kind of necessary for certain reasons, and myself being an educator, I mean, our state funding and is basically centered around property tax, unfortunately, but just the sheer amount of sales tax you got to pay is just crazy. When you really sit down and think about everything that you pay tax on that you have.
Oh yeah, where I live right now, we live in the village of a Spring Lake, and we have to pay village and township taxes.
Oh my God!
So it's like double. If I moved literally a quarter of a mile, one way or the other, I wouldn't have to pay village tax. It's just crazy.
Is that like an HOA tax or something? Like an HOA membership or something?
Nope. We're in the village, and you have village and township. No, we live right in the city. So.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I just signed the paperwork. We're putting our house up for sale because we're going to be empty nesters here in a little bit.
Yeah.
And I want to move out into the township, so I have half the taxes.
Is that make up for some taxes that you normally like? Is it because they get no property tax money, so they need that to maintain services in the township, or?
I don't know, man. We're building brand new fire departments all the time, and we're building brand new police stations all the time. It must be the leaf pickup. That's where it is.
I don't
The
know,
leaf-
man. Must be there. That or the snow plows. You know, that's.
Yeah, which they don't do all the time. So
Are you on one of the coasts? I can't remember. Are you East Coast or West Coast, or were you?
yeah, I'm on Lake Michigan side of Michigan.
Oh, okay. So you do deal with snow plows a little bit then. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just got dumped on back here in Lexington, Nebraska. We got freaking, Jesus, I don't even know, probably 6 inches or 7 inches of snow just last night alone. And it was supposed to be a trace amount according to the Weather Channel. Like, trace amount with some ice, and we just got dumped on. Yeah, it's like in videos of Interstate 80 and stuff, and it's just like winter wasteland right now.
You know
I
what?
think we
Compared to Michigan, but yeah.
Night
what
strike.
I got?
Cold rain.
I got nothing but rain lately. That's all I got.
That's all we got too.
I'd rather have the snow than have it be in the 40 degrees and raining.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bone chilling cold, man.
Oh, I agree.
That video that Night Strike did a couple of years ago when it was snowing outside, I laughed my ass off. It was so funny. He's like, I'm in the Carolinas and it's snowing. What the hell is going on? It's like,
Oh, they shut down the Carolinas.
Travis,
dude, that video was just epic. I was laughing so
I've
hard.
lived here over 10 years, and the
Yeah.
problem is that not once has it ever snowed that much to where your foot sinks in.
Yeah,
Oh,
he-
dude.
He put that video up. My daughter's like, he sounds like a whiny little bitch.
Because he doesn't have to deal with it, man. I know I'd be like, yeah, I don't think I'd like the summers there so much, but I mean, we only get about 4 weeks of
Well,
the swamp ass heat.
hold
That's
on.
pretty much it.
Hold on,
So, yeah.
Travis.
Yo.
You would enjoy the summers because there's this thing called beaches. We've got them.
Oh, that'd be nice. Well, we sort of kind of have beaches, but nothing, the lakes are okay, I guess, but
No,
that's like,
We've got
Have
an
you- have
ocean. We have oceans that don't have radioactivity in them.
oh my, that'd be nice.
Have you seen all those videos of Night Strike on the beach lately?
No.
No, no.
Oh,
I mean, he puts them up on Tinder and stuff, but I don't.
Bumbler.
It's okay. We deleted him, Night Strike. You're okay.
That's okay. I heard 2 live moves on Grinder.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was Janice Gay was on Grindr.
Ah,
Well,
geez.
he is too, but that's only because Scotsman made him sign up.
Because the three of us, we're hanging out.
I'm telling you, Night Strike, you need to market. What do you call it? GunTube Love Line or something? Is that what you call it? Is
Gun
that
connection.
the GunTube Gun Connection? You need to market that. I guarantee, because look at all these. I just saw one tonight that was on TV. It was for people over 50, and you got FarmersOnly.com, you got DesperateHousewives.com, you got. I mean, there's all these groups out there. You need to. It's a pro 2A dating community. I mean, that's all it is. That's
go to gunconnection.net.
yeah. I mean, I'm on there, but I mean, my wife knows. But it was just to test out the program and the software. Have you deleted my profile yet? You should probably delete my profile.
No, hey, that's all on you, buddy.
Ah, jeez.
Travis will crash that site too.
No, I wasn't able to. I tried. David Bowling did chime in though. He did send me a PM. He's like, "Hey, I saw you're over there on GunTube Love Line. I was just seeing what you're doing lately." And I was like,
You know
really?
who else is on there?
Who else is on there?
Our good buddy Kingpin and our good buddy Jason Stewart here in the chat.
See, there. I mean, I'm telling you, you need to offer it as like a paid model. You pay to be a member of it, and you pay like $5 a month, and you're on there, and then you just advertise it. Say, are you pro 2A and you're looking for somebody special? We'll meet people with your interest too. Why not? It wouldn't be that hard to set it up. You just do a membership for it, and yeah.
The Orange Man is out there in the chat now.
Is he usually join in on this one? Is he joining on Reindeer Games?
He's a shill for Grinder.
Okay.
He does occasionally jump in on the panel.
Oh, he's jumping all right.
He jumps. We have no idea where. No, it's not GunTubers.
No,
It's
that's
Gun
what he-
Connection.
Yeah, it's Gun Connection.
It's gunconnection.net. Check it out.
And Night Strike will be back in 2 and 2.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Chuck Woolery. Yeah.
Don't talk about his trunk.
I never understood that when I was a kid. I'm like 2 and 2. What the hell is he talking about?
2
My
minutes.
mom's like 4. Well, I thought it was 4 minutes because of commercial time. Right? Oh,
No, they're 2 and 2 is how long it is and how wide it is.
oh God.
No, Chuck Woolery has explained it. It was 2 minutes and 20 seconds, 2 and 2. That was the standard length of a commercial break when they first started doing Love Connection, and that became his like catchphrase for the show.
Oh, nice.
See you back in 2 and 2. Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at gun.deals right now. There's all kinds of goodies on here.
Yeah, I got a bite on that AR-15 I'm selling, so I
Oh.
may be able to get that sold this week.
Are you doing that through Gunbroker, or are you just selling it locally, or what?
I'm selling it locally
Okay.
through Arms List, and
Oh.
I'm only getting $500 for it, so you know.
Well, I mean, unless you've got a lot of premium parts on it, it's hard to get more than that because a person's going to say, "Well, I can go to PSA and make the same thing for
Yeah,
you
but
know."
the problem is in PSA, I spent more than that for the rifle.
Oh, I know. When you look at tax and you look at, you know, if you had an FFL fee on it and you've got your accessories and
No. Literally, the rifle if you bought it new right now, it costs $519 plus tax and
Yeah.
shipping.
yeah.
And,
No,
and
I know.
transfer.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay an FFL fee if I send it straight to PSA.
Gotcha.
So
Just send it to me. I don't have to pay for nothing.
There you
go. Hey, yeah, but then I'd have to go up there to get it.
I'll be in Pittsburgh in May.
I ain't going to Pittsburgh.
We got a rally in May.
No, it's my birthday.
Oh, okay.
I'm going there for my birthday. Isn't everybody go to Pittsburgh for their birthday?
I should, man. I'm just dying for some Yingling right now.
Send me your address.
Oh man. You know, a bunch of us talk about it up at work. We're like, you know, we should just make a trip to St. Louis because that's how far I'd have to go from central Nebraska to actually get
Ooh, that's
We're talking about taking a pickup truck and just two vehicles, do a
I
2-day
think-
trip, go down there, just buy it, and just drive back as much as we can legally bring
eastbound and
back.
down, loaded up and truck.
Dude, Red Lager. Oof.
I have
This stuff is
spent
so freaking good.
I spent 23 birthdays in the city of Pittsburgh. Of course, I lived there, so that could be why.
Yeah.
How many Permanente sandwiches have you had?
I don't know. I can't count that high.
That's the first thing I'm getting when I get there.
You can't count that high.
Unless he takes his pants off.
Well, I don't want to hear about that.
Speaking of pants, they got the Keltec PMR 30 on sale for $325 at Sportsman's Guide, man.
Speaking of pants.
Yeah, you know, that actually would probably be fairly easy to conceal, I'm guessing. So, no, it's got a pretty big pistol grip on it. But I love browsing gun.deals. It's so much fun.
Oh, every day. All day.
Good stuff otherwise.
Orange man, bad.
Orange man, orange.
You going to let Obnoxious in on this one or what? Is he going to join in?
Well, probably because the closer probably won't start for another couple of hours.
Doesn't he usually start at 10?
It's supposed to be 10:30.
Oh, my God. It gets later and later every week.
He makes excuses all the time.
I can't. I don't do it because I'm hitting the 8 because I'm Monday morning. I'm back in the classroom. So it's like I don't stay up till midnight. I'll do it like on holidays and stuff like that. Like I thought about joining in tonight. But
So wait, they're making the kids go back on December 30th?
no. I got time. No, I'm on vacation till the 6th.
January 6th for us.
January
yeah.
January 6th is when we go back. Yeah.
Ooh, Palmetto State Armory website went error 504 gateway timeout. All right.
Uh-oh, you broke it.
I wish.
You broke PSA.
Yeah, so Travis will appreciate this.
Yes. What did I do?
My daughter, she's a senior in high school, and she
Yeah.
graduates March 6th
Hey, there you go. That's a good day.
instead of
Great day.
the end of May.
That's my
Because she
birthday, man.
She
My
took all
birthday.
like, oh, nice.
Yep.
She took
My
like all
brother's
these.
birthday is the 2nd.
She took all these AP classes and all this stuff, and she has all of her credits.
yeah.
And the counselor pulled her aside in the hallway and goes, "Hey, Smarty Pants, do you want to graduate March 6th?" She goes, "Yep."
That is awesome, man. Yeah, the AP
Yeah.
classes are a good deal for people. If you got kids in high school, I mean, it's usually, well, I know, okay, we don't do AP. We do what's called dual credit. So you just have to get whatever the grade is that they require for that subject area from that university to get credit. Usually you got to get a B and you get your 3 credit hours. But yeah, you can leave our high school with probably 6 to 7 classes worth of college credit when you graduate now. And you can take it anywhere. You can take it to any 4-year university, basically. Any public college will take it.
Unfortunately, my birthday is the day Skynet became popular.
Oh shit! Hang on, there's somebody at my door.
29th.
Yeah, Night Strike had to do tech support to get this up and running.
Hey, you're glad I was
To get your
around
gun
to
tube
do
up
it.
and running? To get your gun tube up and running?
What do you mean? You
said needed some tech
apparently wasn't
support.
live streaming. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, to get the chamber running for the show. It was like you kept go to hit in stream key to start the show. Live streaming has ended. It never started.
Oh man, did you check over on YouTube to see if it was actually going live at that point?
No,
Because as soon as you put the stream
server.
key in, it'll just automatically start streaming. Okay.
It was the live streaming server. I had to redo something. I got to do it to the rest of the streaming servers because we have one server that handles all the conferences. So all the rooms, like say we're in this week unloaded, someone can load up Midnight Range TM or whatever we call it, the closer, and that would be another conference and whatnot. So each conference room is on one server, but the issue is I have to have several other servers for streaming only. Basically, it hands off the conference to YouTube, and that's what they're for. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and believe me, I have to pay for the bandwidth on those servers too. Ugh. Luckily, we did that nice, Indiegogo campaign to get a bunch of that taken care of. So good there for a little bit, but I still have to sell firearms for GunTube because I need the money for GunTube. So,
gotcha.
I don't want to sell my firearms. I want to keep my firearms, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Did you go through that A to Z I gave you of firearms manufacturers yet? Make your phone calls?
I did. I didn't make phone calls. I could only email them.
Oh, okay.
And I've emailed them, and guess what? Not a single one of them has emailed me back.
Well, when they want to advertise on your platform, you remember that, and make sure you give them a not so fair rate when they come back to you, saying, "Hey, you're one of the few places that actually allows 2A stuff online.
Yeah,
We'd like to buy some ad space." And we're like, "Hey, remember you guys never replied to my calls."
you guys never replied to my calls or my emails. Yeah, we can help you, but it's gonna cost you.
All right.
Where Midnight's even doing a show because usually he shows up in the chat making some smart ass comment at some point. He hasn't been out there.
He's already setting it up.
Is he?
Yeah, I just got the email.
Yeah.
That's what that
Well,
was.
I'm gonna bail out, go to bed anyway. So
All right.
have a good night, everybody. Happy New Year. If I don't talk to you, if I do, then
Hey, take care, man.
Take care of
You
your
good?
kid.
see you guys.
All right. So I guess we're gonna have to start wrapping this up because Midnight's and done sent out his link.
We better wrap it up because otherwise you get a STD.
Mm-hmm.
Kingpin. Oh wait, he's left.
Now he's got plenty of napkins from flirting with the
The napkin story.
Yeah, I think we done all heard that by now.
I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, you haven't heard the napkin story?
Did I want to know?
I thought that was the last. I thought that was the last one. It's not that good a story, but it's funny.
Yeah. So
Well, what happened to him? I have to know. What is he? Somebody gave him napkins?
Yes. Would you let me tell the story? I'll tell you the story if you
All right,
Do it.
All right. So we're heading here from DC after the rally. We get to Romney, West Virginia, and we decide we're going to stop and get something to eat at Burger King. So we go through the drive-thru. they were getting ready to close down, so we had to wait for them to make our order. And the whole time, Kingpin's like sitting there flirting with the chick at the drive-thru, right? I'm sitting there like looking. I'm just sitting there like I'm trying not to laugh my ass off. So, we're sitting there for like 20 minutes. Finally, our food comes out. He hands me the food. I give him money. He pays for it. I look in the bag. There is like 100 napkins in this freaking bag.
What? That's crazy, dude. Okay, so 100 napkins. Okay, did he ask for extra napkins or something, or what?
No, she just threw a shit.
Well, sometimes they just grab like a handful of them and just throw them in there. Was there like a phone number on one of those napkins for him or something, or
I don't know.
what?
I didn't look through all of them. I just grabbed them and stuffed them in his glove compartment. It's like he's probably still got a glove compartment full of freaking napkins at this point. I mean, when I'm not exaggerating, there had to have been at least 100 napkins that she threw in the bag.
20 minutes. What about the people waiting in line behind you guys?
There weren't anybody. We were the
Okay.
last customers for the night because they
left out. They were driving a lawn tractor, and he was sitting in a trailer, and behind him. So,
no.
I didn't know Kingpin was Bobby Boucher.
No, what the hell does he have? Pontiac. Pontiac? Shit, he left. He would know what car he drives. I think it was a Pontiac Bonneville. Oh, it might not be. Shit, I don't.
it was a lime green Challenger.
No.
That sounds like something Yankee Marshall would drive. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
more of a red color. But then I'm colorblind, so do I know? But
I can't afford to go to SHOT Show, but I buy a Challenger and a Quarth.
That's why you can't go to SHOT Show.
That's right.
Which one did he get? It wasn't that whole ass dragon one, was it? God. Have you seen that one? The dragon, the Quarth that's like engraved with the dragon and everything on it. Everything is beautiful. It's like
No, my browser won't let me look at those.
it's like $40,000, but it's absolutely beautiful.
Later, Stacy.
Oh, later, Stacy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
See you later.
Travis, you got anything you want to plug real quick so we can get out of here?
yeah, man. Check out my YouTube channel, Travis P11. Got the Caliber Corner tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock East Coast Time. We're going to talk about choosing the right AR-15 and Mosin Nagant, so it should be fun.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
Oh, yeah. Little gun talk there.
Moo, anything you want to plug real quick?
Yeah, check out my channel, Travis P11.
Thank
We'll
you.
be doing Caliber Corner. I forget when, and we're going to be talking about a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Monday at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock East Coast Time. So make sure you're there.
I heard it Monday at 7 East Coast Time.
Yes.
No, I got nothing. Not yet. It's coming. I'm too lazy.
All right. Well, at least Travis got an extra plug.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, man.
Oh, Night Strike, anything you want to plug?
Hey, this is Travis P11 here. I want to thank you all for watching the channel, and remember to check me out on guntube.org for my exclusive content. All right, see you guys later.
Dude, your voice has got to be way deeper than that. Come on, man. You gotta. Everybody, what's going on? This is Travis P11.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I can't do that, Travis.
Yeah.
Some people call it a Kaiser blade.
I call him a sling blade.
Good Lord.
I like inside haters.
It's like visiting Ellis's family.
I reckon biscuits and gravy.
I like the way you
Biscuits
talk.
and gravy is
I like
good.
the way you
Mhm.
I like the
I
way.
reckon.
Okay, that's enough.
I like the way
That's
you
enough.
talk.
That's enough.
You got a pretty mouth.
Okay.
Oh snap!
I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig. Oh wait, that's fine.
Okay,
Oh, good
I'm-
Lord.
Hurry up and end this damn thing so I can fix GunTube. Because I only fixed one server, so if he tries going live, I gotta fix that.
Okay. Jason, can I think you want to plug or whatever? Have you?
Nah, just thanks for the invite, Rich. Hope everybody has a happy new year and hope everybody has a good Monday tomorrow.
Yeah. And go Ohio State. Oops, wait.
Oh yeah, they suck. Just like the Detroit Lions.
Ohio State. I haven't been watching college football at all. They usually
Oh, they got-
dominate like every year.
They done lost. They're out.
They lost.
Really? Who they lose to?
Clemson.
Yeah.
Wait, Clemson still has a football team?
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Clemson's like the defending national champions.
I'm sorry. We've been dominated by Ohio State for so many years. I've just got used to it. I don't even.
Well, move to Michigan. Feel that.
Yeah, there you go.
They're right next door.
Yeah, I know. We had to share a national title with you guys back in '96.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Oh, righty then.
Should just played rock paper scissors and just been done with it. You know.
For sure.
Yeah, but then we got the BCS, man. Come on, wasn't that great? Didn't that work out so well? We weren't gonna have any more split national champions until they did because somebody screwed up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got the whole 4-team playoff.
It's ugly
Eventually,
stuff,
we
man.
actually get a real playoff. Anyway, if you like what you saw,
You and your foosball.
oh, be quiet. If you like what you saw and you want to help support this channel, the link is down below in the description anyway. You know, that little piece there for the Patreon channel for this show. So you can go there and throw a couple bucks if you want. It's your choice. I ain't going to force anybody. I'm not going to come to your house and put a gun to your head and make you sign up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But
If you do come to my house, bring some guns.
Yeah.
It's just because he has a single shot.
Break action H&R. Yeah.
Ooh, I got one of those.
Dudes are freaking awesome, man.
I got the H&R Ultra Slug 12 gauge that I run Hornady Sabos through.
Oh, nice.
I killed my biggest deer with that thing. 8 point at 90 yards. Right through the lungs. Oh yeah.
What's the recoil like on that bit?
Don't remember.
Probably kicks pretty good.
Yeah, my
It's
stepfather
not-
had an old single shot, that 12 gauge, and that thing would knock you on your ass.
It's not too bad because it's the Ultra Slug. It's got the heavy barrel on it, and it's really not that bad.
Well, we got to get out of here. Midnight's going to be starting up, and he's probably going to need tech support.
He'll need some bandwidth. I still haven't gotten the email. I might be banned from his channel.
So weren't you just on last week?
I think so.
Okay.
We will catch y'all folks out there later.
Later,
We will
Rich.
not make anybody squeal like a pig, so don't worry about that.
Thanks for the email, bud. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, Moo. And we will catch y'all, what is it, next week? Yes. Next
Yep.
Next year.
week. Yeah, next
Yeah, there
week,
you go.
Yeah. Bye, humbug.
All right. See you, JC, Travis.
Hey, take care, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thanks.
All right, laters.